Let's go over some simple definitions for people who aren't in this market or who are just getting into it or considering it. What is a rate cap?
When people were doing floating rate debt, they were buying a rate cap which said the rate is not going to exceed this amount. And so you would purchase a rate cap from a third party vendor. You get your loan through the lender, and then you would go to a third party and negotiate a rate cap where you pay $50,000, for example, but they guarantee that your rate will not go above a certain number. So it could be like 2 points, 2 percentage points. And if it actually goes over that amount, then it's like buying insurance. It's a hedge
Yeah.
against inflation. And the company that sells you the rate cap will actually pay that additional interest above and beyond whatever your agreed cap is. If the interest rates exceed that cap, they will step in and cover that for you, which will save you and your investors a lot of money. You can always tell if the rate cap that you purchased was worthwhile and if you got a good deal on it. In hindsight, you can always see that. The problem is knowing what to do at the very beginning, at the commencement of the investment
Yeah.
process.
What is a cap rate? Similar words, just reverse. Rate cap. Now I'm on cap rate. What is cap rate? We hear that a lot.
Yeah, so the cap rate has to do with the value of the property. And it's a simple formula that takes into consideration the net operating income of the property and the prevailing cap rate in the area to determine the value. So the cap rate would be specific to a specific market. So, for example, if I'm doing deals out in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm accustomed to the cap rates out there, and then I want to go do a deal in Dallas, Fort Worth, I'm going to generally call a realtor in that area if I'm not already familiar with what the prevailing cap rates are. And they'll be able to tell you what the cap rate is for a Class A property, for a Class B property, for a Class C property. And you can use the combination of value, cap rate, and NOI. If you have two of those numbers, you can always back into the third number, if
Mhm.
that makes sense, through basic arithmetic.